The Conservatives, political charities, and politically motivated audits. I'm Brian Lilly with the Rebel.media. Well, the Liberal Party and the liberal media, along with the liberal charities, are still trying to sell you a line that the Conservatives were targeting their enemies using the Canada Revenue Agency. So far, there's no proof of that. I mean, south of the border, there's actual proof that the IRS targeted Tea Party activists and other conservative groups using the power of the executive branch. So far, we don't have any proof of that, but that doesn't stop the idea from being spread. And now a group of environmental charities is once again calling on the Liberals to stop audits of political activity. See, in Canada, you can be a charity and do limited amounts of political activity. There was growing concern that some organizations were spending too much time on political activity, and there began an audit process. That was under the Conservatives. It started in 2012. The Liberals promised to do away with it, and now the environmental groups want to make sure that happens before, well, perhaps before some of their secrets are exposed. Here's the letter signed off on by Environmental Defence, among others. Dear friends, for decades, Canadian charities have given voice to concerns of Canadians who want social progress, better health, and a clean and safe environment. From laws banning smoking in public places and the creation of anti-drinking and driving laws to the reversal of the depletion of the ozone layer and curbing of acid rain crisis, all these important measures and more were the result of efforts of charities. Goes on to say that the political audits have to stop. Now, what's the reality of political audits? What's the reality of the audit situation in Canada? Well, it turns out there is a good reason to audit charities. There's more than 86,000 registered charities in Canada. Over the last number of years, more than 37,000 registered charities have had their status revoked for failing to comply with various issues. 413 have had their status revoked due to audits. Let me show you some of what was found. The Canadian Foundation for Tamil Refugee Rehabilitation. Well, they were handling more than $722,000, and according to the Canada Revenue Agency, after an audit, they believed that it was being used to be a support network for the Liberation Tigers of the Tamil Elam, aka the Tamil Tigers, a banned terrorist group. Then there's the Canadian Worldwide Development and Disaster Relief Organization. I literally picked these at random. This was a group that lost their status because, well, the Revenue Agency couldn't actually tell if any charitable activities had actually happened. So one very political and supporting a terrorist group. One, we don't know if anything's happening, but tax receipts are being issued, the taxpayers being ripped off. Then there's the Sunrise Charity. This is an organization that didn't keep proper records. They granted an unfair advantage to people. They didn't devote their resources to charitable purposes. That's one of just 3 examples I've read to you. And then there is the organization called Greenpeace. Do you know when they had their charitable status revoked? 1998. That was under Jean Chrétien and the Liberals. See, audits have been going on a long time. And of the 3,700 that were going to be audited in the 2012-2016 era, well, there were only going to be 60. 60 out of 3,700 charity audits, 60 would be aimed directly at political sources. It's from an access to information document on the program that we received here at the Rebel. Let me just show you what the breakdown of that was. There were groups who were supposed to be for the relief of poverty. There were 6 groups for the advancement of religion, 9 for the advancement of education, and 35 that fell under the category of other purposes beneficial to the community. That's it. 60 over 4 years. You would think that was a veritable witch hunt. 60 out of 86,000 charities that are registered in Canada. 60 over 4 years. Is this a witch hunt or is this due diligence? Look, the fact is charities are given special status. They're given special treatment. They get tax breaks. They extend tax breaks to individuals that support them. Shouldn't that also come with some responsibility? And yes, some of the groups audited may include environmental groups, but as we've seen in the past, some environmental groups go over the line and they move from being charitable groups advocating for certain causes to political groups pushing agendas. And if you want to start a political party or a political movement, that's fine, but do it on your own dime. Don't dress it up as a charity and get the rest of us to subsidize you.
Thanks for watching. Click here to never miss a Rebel update. Want even more of the Rebel? Well, click here to become a premium member.